The Aggies get their 7th win of the season as interim coach Elijah Robinson picks up his first win as a head coach. The Aggies beat Abilene Christian 38-10.
You are Locked On Aggies, your daily podcast on the Texas A&M Aggies. Part of the Locked On Podcast Network, your team every day.
Welcome on into Locked On Aggies. I'm your host, Andrew Stefaniak. Thanks for making Locked On Aggies your first listen every single day. We are here back talking about a little bit of football. I know this week at Locked On Aggies, as you everydayers know, has been coaching search stuff all week long. We get to talk about a little bit of football. The Aggies beat Abilene Christian 38-10. It was funny. I mean, this game starts and you go, ooh, when Henderson gets hit and the ball gets picked off, taken to the end zone for a touchdown to give Abilene Christian a quick 7-0 lead. And you kind of go, uh-oh. But that was really the only thing that Abilene Christian did. They only scored 3 more points in the game after that pick 6 touchdown. So Texas A&M wins this game by a handful of points, 38-10. I think the positive takeaway from this game for me was some of the players that we've discussed, are these guys going to leave? Had good games. And one of those guys is Rueben Ownes. Rueben Ownes has his best game of the year, 18 carries, 108 yards on the ground, 5.9 yards a carry, and a touchdown, long carry on the day of 28 yards. It was really good to see Rueben Ownes get going. We were excited about him here at Locked On Aggies all offseason. Yards per carry wise, he hasn't had the best freshman campaign, but this is the type of game against a not good opponent where you really can figure things out, kind of get some confidence in yourself, and hopefully Owens is able to ride that into next week against the LSU Tigers down in Baton Rouge. The other person, I saw someone tweet this. It was kind of funny. I forget who it was, but saying the reason number one Jimbo should have been fired was because why was Moose Muhammad on the bench all season? Some of the plays he made in this game were truly incredible. 4 catches, 104 yards for Moose, a touchdown, long reception of 49 yards. It was good to see him get going. Another guy, Jaden Walker, the connection between him and Henderson is impressive. Roommates. So, obviously they got that connection. They're roommates, so they got that going on. But he's a receiver going into the season. I loved the tape, but it was kind of like, is this guy going to do anything this year? And I lean toward no. Injuries, a banged-up Noah Thomas all year, a banged-up Evan Stewart all year led to Jaden Walker having a role, and man, has he run with that role. And we also learned he could dance last week. Whatever that dance is called is awesome, and that was pretty impressive. But Jaylen Henderson also is a really good quarterback. Now, we're not going to get into this conversation of like if Wigman does come back and Henderson does come back, who's your quarterback? Connor Wigman's your quarterback. But I'm just telling you right now, Jaylen Henderson can play ball. What we've seen 2 games now, this dude can play ball. Obviously, this interception really isn't on him. He got hit. I'm not going to put that one on him. The ball fluttered, early in the game. Henderson is a good quarterback. He can run. He throws a pretty football. Some of those deep balls, the early throw to Jade, the throw to Moose, these are really good Division I Power 5 quarterback throws Jaylen Henderson is making. So watch out for this guy. I would love to have him back next year, knowing that he transferred, he's going to kind of have to stick around unless he wants to sit out a year. But Henderson can ball now. And I was happy to see that. This kid can ball. You're going to want him to stick around because really, he's a guy that, assuming he does back up Connor Wigman next year, wow, this kid can play. We are going to talk about, we saw a fresh face get in the end zone, a young guy, a freshman to freshman connection at the end of the ballgame there. It was good to see, and some other thoughts from this win over Abilene Christian. We'll talk about that coming up right here on Locked On Aggies. First, we're going to talk about our friends over at Game Time. Game Time is the best place to go get tickets. I check their competitors all the time because I use Game Time personally to get my tickets, whether it's to comedy, it's to a concert, it's to a sporting event. Game Time gives you the best deals on last-minute tickets. I always check competition to just make sure. Game Time beats them. Every competitor, Game Time's going to give you the best prices, and that's what I love. They're in the business of saving you money, me money, us all money. It's a great thing to see. I love that they're a company that cares about, tickets not being extremely expensive, which is what the world we kind of live in right now. Game Time doesn't want that to be the case. So they give you the best deals on last minute tickets. I use Game Time every time I get a ticket to anything. I love it. I recommend it to people walking on the street. I'm telling you, I love this app. You got to go check it out. Take the guesswork out of buying tickets with Game Time. Download the Game Time app, create an account, and use code LOCKEDONCollege for $20 off your first purchase. Terms apply. Again, create an account and redeem code LOCKEDONCOLLEGE for $20 off. Download Game Time today. Last minute tickets, lowest prices, guaranteed. So we saw a little freshman to freshman connection there at the end of the game as Marcel Reed finds Jaden Platt for a 13-yard touchdown. This is future stuff. You're looking at the future. And once again, watching Jade Walker, Jaylen Henderson, you are watching guys that are going to be playing really good football for the Aggies. And we love to see that. I mean, these are guys that are going to be a big part of this team next year. Henderson and Reed, could they be in backup roles, whatever they're doing. Then you got Platt, a tight end, a young guy. He's going to help. You got some older tight ends. It's just good to see these freshmen get involved because we talked about you don't want to lose all your players to the portal. So, hey, Jaden Platt, get him a touchdown. Maybe he's happy. Maybe he wants to stick around. I know he was young, but coaching turnover leads to people leaving. People committed to Coach Fisher. People committed to play at Texas A&M. Coach Fisher is gone. That might lead to some of these recruits, some of these players in the current team kind of going, yeah, I think I should go find a different home. My head coach is gone. The Elijah Robinson, interim head coach, getting these guys in the game, getting these guys some early playing time, getting these guys in the game against Abilene Christian, I think could help whoever the next coach is really keep these guys on roster. Like I said, Rueben Ownes, Jaden Platt, Marcel Reed, those are the guys that you want to be here. These are the few players are the future of this team. You don't want them going anywhere else. So it was good to see Reed find Platt for the touchdown. It's also good to see Rueben Ownes have a big game. It was exciting to see Jaylen Henderson. I mean, once again, this guy can ball, flat out ball. He is a dog. And whatever his college football future holds, I'm buying stock in this young man now because this dude can play ball flat out. Good win for the Aggies. Good win to, final game this season in Kyle Field. Hope everybody enjoyed all the games at home this year. Hope everybody enjoyed this game to celebrate all the seniors. Thank you, seniors, for everything. Truly, I mean, what you all have done for this program hasn't been the best, few years of Texas A&M football with everything. But what these seniors have done for this program has been really incredible. So thank you to all the seniors who were celebrated at this ball game. And congrats to Coach Elijah Robinson on his first win, interim head coach. Good for him. Really good to see. Nobody deserves it more than that guy. Really happy for him. That is going to do it for this reaction show of Locked On Aggies. Thank you all for tuning in after the Abilene Christian game. On Monday, we will have more who's going to be the next head coach at Texas A&M conversation. So stay tuned for that. Going to be a lot of fun breaking down further who's going to coach the Aggies going forward. Everybody have a great rest of your weekend, and we will see you on Monday.